Hello everyone and welcome to Stitching Ain't Easy. My name is Ashley. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Today is something different. So if you guys have been here before, thank you very much. If you are new, thank you very, very much. I appreciate you taking a chance. Okay, so today I want to share with you something that I've been talking about sharing with you for a while now, but I haven't, and that is my, let's be honest, my yarn duffel bag that I carry with me to my treatments once a month. If you're new, you may not know, I am smack dab in the middle of a medical trial for a medication that isn't FDA approved for my disease. But anyway, I go once a month and have infusions. So whenever we very first started this whole venture, my husband knew that I needed something cool to carry all my yarn in, right? He kind of wanted to spoil me a bit, and so he did. I was just carrying it in like a big, I'll find that and I'll link it below. I have, like, the first time we went on our trip, my yarn bag from then and how I packed it and what I put in it and all of those things. And so yeah, I'll link that below. I had that for a minute, well, a couple months, and for the last like 4 months or so, I guess, I've had this, and so I've had plenty of time to see if I like it before I came on here, reviewing it, just telling you guys that I liked it or whatever. So okay, this is my insane, it's a duffel bag, but I love it. Okay, it has flamingos on it, so it's pretty darn cool. Alright, so it is, yeah, that's what I thought. It's a Teamoy, and he got it for me on Amazon. I may or may not have picked it out and sent him the link, but anyway, so yeah, but he got it on Amazon. I will link it below also, along with, if I remember, the first yarn video. So it holds an insane amount of yarn to where it's almost heavier than, well, when him and I have a suitcase, it's almost heavier than that. Whenever my suitcase is just, I put all my stuff in there by myself, it's definitely heavier than that. So the front flap just comes down like this, and right now I have my extra hooks in my cool case from a friend, and there's this little pouch for your goodies, and this zipper pouch, and yarn just fell out. And usually I put all of like my hooks and accessories and things in here, but I've been using Miss Cinnamon Stitch's bag as my like purse / what I'm working on right at that minute bag, and then I have the Ella Wolf bag that's like quilted looking for like some other things, and I have my hooks and my book and stuff, like I'll come back and show you all that, because my sweet Miss Neva tagged me in a video about what's in your bag thing, and so I'll come back and show you all that, but all of those things are in the other bags. So this is just what like goes in the hotel with this basically, and then what I'm working on will be in the Cinnamon Stitches bag, or my Ella bag, because my Cinnamon Stitches bag is pretty much my purse at this point. So okay, cool. So yeah, all my extra hooks, those are like my big hooks, like from 8 and up. Promise it zips. It's a terrible review, isn't it? My goodness, I promise the zipper works. I can't read shit. Okay, see? It zips. Look at that. It's a nice zip too. Y'all know how I am about a zip. It's important. Okay, so then the back, before we get into this part of it, well, first, there's like the handle part. Has the little padded thing if you want to, put those together. It's like a regular duffel bag would, right? And there's also this handle. Also has flamingos, and it's padded. This is how my husband's usually the one that carries this, my husband or one of the boys, and so That's how usually they end up carrying it, just because of the padded part. So there's a big back pocket where my patterns go. It has a snap, but yeah, it's usually kind of like that, where there's patterns in there, and so they don't quite fit. Currently I have these in here. I'll put this down so you guys can't see the pattern. Well, I have my Crochet Cute Critters book, because I have yarn in here for one that I'm working on, and I have a couple things for the Country Gal Kitchen Gal, and maybe a Halloween thing in here to work on. I like to have options, because I wish, like, you know, if wishes were fishes, I wish that I was the kind of person that like started something and finished it. But lately I've had startitis like crazy, and so I have so many new projects, it's ridiculous, to be quite honest about it. So anyway, okay, so on top, I don't have it zipped just because, once again, it does zip. It has the holes on top so you can pull your yarn through, and then it has these nifty little Velcro things, and so you can put your yarn, you know, just like stop it there, like if you're, I don't know, in the car for forever and you keep moving your feet around or whatever, and that way you don't pull your yarn out, and that's an exciting time. Trust me, I've used them. So see, okay, so yeah, just pull it out, stop it there, and so that way, you know, it doesn't get messed up at your feet. So inside it fits a ridiculous amount of yarn, to the point where I'm like, that's too much. And I don't think it is, you know, I don't think there's such a thing as too much yarn. So, okay. So in here I have a few cottons, because country cow, kitchen cow things, just in case I want to make a scrubby, you know, the what is it, sugar and cream we got for $1.24 at the Hobby Lobby. I'm just making like circle scrubbies, little things that take like 5 minutes. I have some scrunchies in here, same thing, like little things that I could just, you know, mindlessly make. So okay, these are all Country Gal Kitchen Gal cottons. I have not made my one for August, and I need to do that, and so yeah, I need to do the one for August, and I need to do the one for September, because it won't be long and the September one will be here. But you know, Angelia and I, if you guys don't know what Country Gal Kitchen Gal, that's a collab that I'm doing with my precious, beautiful soul of a friend, Angelia, a crocheting house mouse. If you guys do not know her, I feel like you probably do. If not, please check her out. I will link her below. So we do once a month not country items, but kitchen items, and we've kind of discussed that we both haven't felt real hot, and so like as long as we just get it out in the month, then we did pretty good. So yeah, once again, Country Gal Kitchen Gal. So far that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5 skeins of like cotton yarn. Let's fit in here, and it zipped. Y'all watched me zip it. Okay, so this is a project that I've been working on, my blanket. That's my favorite yarn colors. This is the jazz stripe, they're all, well, that's not true, they're not all, I love this yarn, but this is the I Love This Yarn jazz stripe, this one here. And then I also am using, well, here, I'll just show you because I have it in here. So this is how far I am. My husband told me that's a good size for a scarf. But, so I'm going to work on this. I'm just using my 5mm double crochet, so it holds a part of the blanket. And then my yarn for that. So this is what I have. I have all a hot little jumble mess here. These are my jazz stripe. This is like my very favorite. I love it so much. So, making a blanket. And I'm also using the I Love This Yarn Limelight Big Twist Peacock. And, or no, I Love This Yarn Limelight. I love this yarn, Peacock, and Big Twist, Magenta. So those are all in here. But wait, there's more. Okay, so then, please stay there, everybody. Please stay there. I have this that I've been working on for a little bit. I just left it in my project bag that I just stuffed it down inside of. Crinkle alert. Okay, so I'm just making a little makeup bag with this. This is the Rebound yarn in the color Gravity, and it's really pretty. I'm just gonna make it probably a couple more 2 or 3 inches wider, and then probably fold it like this and make it into a makeup bag. I thought once about doing, I don't know, somehow I'm folding it and making it into a makeup bag, so I poked that in here. Once again, just another kind of mindless thing, so that's in here. Then I have this shawl. This is the Red Heart, let's see, Red Heart Super Saver Ombre. I believe it's just coral. I was trying to think of the color. I think it's just coral. Anyway, I'm making a shawl with it, just like a granny shawl. So that's where I am with it. I didn't really have a pattern. I just knew, took what I knew from you chain 12 and you start a corner, and then I just kept going. So do 2 at the end so it looks normal and stuff, and it doesn't go this way. And yeah, anyway, that's just kind of what I did. So, or not chain 2, but do 2 double crochets at the end is what I meant. So this is the yarn I have left. I'm just going to do this until this is done and call it good. So not really a plan for that one at all. Once again, I just like to take kind of mindless crochet with me whenever we go, because we're in the car usually, and I have to help navigate whenever we're going on and into oncoming traffic, or not oncoming traffic. That would be awful. We don't do that. Whenever we're on the off ramp to get on the interstate, things like that. I try to help navigate-ish. Isn't that adorable? So anyway, okay. So my project that I'm working on out of the Crochet Cute Critters book, this is my yarn for it. I'm not going to tell y'all what I'm making. Some of y'all probably will figure it out. That's alright. So this is the body, and this is what I have so far of its little head. And I'm using the Big Twist white. I don't know why I keep calling it Big Twist. I think we all know it's not. My goodness gracious. The Red Heart with Love metallic in the color white. And then I'm going to use this one for its little hooves. Look at my hooves. This is the Red Heart. I always know how to say it until I'm on here. Anyway, darn it. The Red Heart yarn. So helpful. In the colorway Blue Star. Is it? Oh, anyway, y'all know what I mean. That one. Darn it. Anyway, but the hooves are going to be this color, and it's also sparkly. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Maybe. That's not all that goes with that one, but I don't figure I'm going to get far enough to use the rest of it. I will show y'all that in a different video once I finish it. That'll be part of the Down the Rabbit Hole series. So yeah. Okay. Also, I have this for Country Gal Kitchen Cal. The Yarn Bee Scrubology Scrub It in the color green. Y'all seen how much yarn I'm pulling out of this thing? I just need that to be, it's like a Mary Poppins type situation. Just pretty soon there'll be an umbrella. It'll be amazing. Okay, so some more cotton for Country Gal Kitchen Gal. This is for the Halloween part of it though. And things. Okay, just finding a spot now. Alright, so I have this. This is the Red Heart Stripes, I believe it is, in the color Black Light. Or is it Neon Stripe? This is Neon Stripe. So I have this one, I have a black light, and I'm making granny squares with these, and then I'm just gonna make a really fun, funky blanket with, there's 3 yarns that I'm using. I just have a little bit left, not really enough to make much. It's just kind of what there is after my Halloween blanket and all of that stuff. So I'm just gonna use this to make granny squares. Once again, just another like mindless thing while we're in the car. So really the only thing that I have to like concentrate on would be like my country gal stuff, the amigurumi, or this thing. And other than that, it's all just fun. Like, which it's all fun, but you know, just like mindless stuff. This is for my next gnome home. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. It's probably my favorite gnome home so far. So I want to get started on that. But wait, there's more. There's still more stuff inside of this bag. Okay, my hair just stuck to the Velcro. That's fun. So see, it's good sturdy Velcro. All right, there's that. Speaking of, my hair sticking straight up. So cute. All right. So I have the Red Heart Mini for a levy, just in case. This is the colorway Gem, Gem. And, but wait, there's more. Cinnamon Stitches Smell Good Satchel, not for moisture, once again. Okay, now we know. But that's in here, so it smells delightful. And then I have stuff for scrunchies. This one is Bernat something stripes, I don't know, the black, gray, and white one. Sorry. And this is what I have left of, it's not even remotely a ball or anything cute. Real life, just poked it down in there, kind of like I did the other one. This is the rest of the, I don't remember what it is. I made a pillow that I'm going to show you guys pretty soon out of this, and this is what I had left, so just for scrunchies. And then I have my bag from one of my sweet friends, and this like folds out and then turns into a tote bag, and I have it in here for, you know, during emergencies, right? You never know. You never know. Okay, so this is what the inside, I guess I could take my little hand sewn, no big deal, super cool little pouch out of there. Oh, but wait, there's more. I think I do have hooks and goodies in here. Also, these are from this same sweet friend, and she made this for me. There's a fuzz on it. She made this for me, and I got this from a sweet friend. Y'all spoil me. I need y'all to know. So anyway, you open this up, and there's a stitch marker that I made and one that my friend that made this made. So they're in there together, and some scissors that she sent me. And I've used these, I can't even count how many times. I've shown them on here before. I love those scissors. They are in a Hobby Lobby, if y'all are lucky enough to have a Hobby Lobby. They are like this in the sewing part, like by the fabric, there's an end cap with like notions and things. Ours had them in a little bucket. Yours may not. They're somewhere in like the fabric sewing notion area, but they have a little cap that takes out, and they're wonderful scissors. So anyway, if you're in the market for scissors, may I suggest those to you? Okay, cool. So that's in there also. So all of these things that are about to fall off my table because it's just like mounded over are all inside of my super cool, now empty bag. So let me show you the inside because it's neat in here too. So inside there are a bunch of pockets, which are nice. So there are 4, I think, right here. You can tell there's 1. All right, let's do this. There's, yeah, this little thingy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, because this is where like the scrunchy things and the kitchen cow, country cow, flip that, reverse it things were. And then, so you put, you know, your goodies in here or whatever, and then you also have this big giant spot for like a project. So this is where like my blankets, like, because I've taken it before, I've been working on a big huge blanket, and like that'll fit in there, and then all your yarn can come up through the top, which, you know, you can put, ideally, I'm sure, you put your yarn in here, it comes up through the top, you put your project in here. Turns out though, I need 800 skeins of yarn for a few days. What can I say? So, you know, to each their own, you know. So, all right. And then on the other side, there's this super cool clear window where, like, you know, people can be like, hey, what are you working on? Oh, never mind. Don't even have to ask you. I can see it. That's fun. So there's 3 pouches on this side. This is one of them had my little blue pouch and stuff in it. And this one had the bag with the bag that I'm making, which is now buried under here, or I would show you the one with the rebound gravity yarn. And so it's like all these little pouches fit everything perfectly. And I love it. Here. That. Said it zips. And there's these on here. There are 5, I think. Yep. That you can poke your yarn through. And then the slots to secure your yarn, and there's 2 of them, because there's one on this side, a little separation, like a little stitch, and then one on this side. There's your front pocket that we've discussed. It still has my hooks in it. And there's the back pocket that has a really nice magnetic, it's a really nice magnetic snap. I'm not gonna say it again. All right, cool. I'll just show you. See? Told you. Okay. Sure enough, it's a magnet. All right. So this is my bag from Teamoy. They have a couple different kinds. I really don't remember what kinds, like, you know, what decoration or whatever you could get, because I was just so excited about the flamingos. So that's what I got. Because I like flamingos. So yeah, so this is it. Like I said, it's huge. In case you can't tell. It's a lot of yarn. In case you can't tell. But it's held up several trips, a lot of miles, a lot of yarn projects. It's been all over the place. It's kind of like Johnny Cash. It's been everywhere, man. So yeah, and it's held up very, very nicely. I honestly, all pros, no cons. I don't have one complaint about it. It fits everything that I needed to fit. Before I started using, like, the Ella bag is like my up in front, like, you know, bag that I'm working on. Like, I've just gotten the cinnamon stitches like the day before yesterday as of right now, so it's my purse. And there's, like, you know, the other skein of this, the black light, that's what's in it right now because I'm making squares. That's what's in my cinnamon stitches bag. Then in the Ella bag, that's usually like what's at my feet in the car, and then I usually put all my other things in this, and it's back with the suitcases. So before I got those things, it held my hooks, like before I got those other 2 bags, should I say. This one held my Ziploc baggie of hooks, or my Ziploc baggie, nope, okay. Anyway, my zipper pouch of hooks that has like the pretty flowers on it, it has all of my hooks in it. It fit that. It fit the other flowery hook bag that I just showed y'all. All of my goodies, all my like sewing things, pins, all that stuff. So yeah, all fit in here. I have honestly no complaints about it. It fits everything that I need, and it still isn't like overbearingly heavy. Like, even if it's heavier than the suitcase, it's still not like, okay, like you have a problem. And it fits everything, and it zips, and so it makes me feel better about it. You know, it makes me feel like I don't have so much of a yarn issue, all the projects I take. So yep. But yeah, I would highly suggest it. I mean, even if you guys just, you know, have like a couple weekend trips a year or something, you know, I mean, it's really nice for all your things. All else fails, you could put yarn and your clothing items or whatever in there. Use it as an overnight bag. So yeah, I like it a whole lot. I'm very pleased with it. Like I said, you guys saw how many skeins of yarn and how many things that it held, and so yep. All right, so thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope this was informative, at least a little bit. I hope it made sense at least a little bit. Kind of lost my words there a few times. All right, I like I said, will link this bag below, so you guys can check it out if you'd like. They have smaller versions also. They're not all necessarily like this large thing. They have smaller ones, have like a couple different options that you can look at. But I will link this one below. So, all right, thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderfully, wonderfully blessed day, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon.